Let's get real. You've seen the comments on our last video. BRICS has nothing to do with what you're talking about, just bullshits. Peddling Western propaganda, China doesn't force anyone. And what has the West ever done anyway? Exploiters. Okay, let's unpack this. For decades, the West, through USAID, AGOA, and countless other programs, has been feeding South Africa. Literally. AGOA, the African Growth and Opportunity Act, opened doors to the United States market. Duty-free access, billions in trade, jobs, opportunities, growth, for decades. USAID poured money into health programs, education, infrastructure, disaster relief, stuff that literally keeps people alive and cities running. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And yet, now, South Africa is turning its back, acting like the hand that fed it was a stranger. Instead, the ANC is cozying up to countries like Iran and organizations like Hamas. Why? Money, influence, power. As long as the funding flows, it doesn't matter if your economy collapses, if your citizens suffer, or if decades of Western support go down the drain. Let's be clear, this isn't conspiracy theory, it's realpolitik. The West, despite all its flaws, has been the lifeline. Trade deals, loans, development programs, disaster aid, they've been feeding the people. And yet the narrative is flipped. Somehow the West is the villain. Meanwhile, Iran and Hamas swoop in with funding, influence, and political support. They don't care about South African development. They care about alliances and power. And the ANC, they take it. Because political survival sometimes trumps the welfare of citizens. Now, let's bring this back to BRICS, because this is where people get confused. South Africa joined BRICS hoping for trade, development, maybe a bigger voice on the global stage. But here's the truth. China doesn't see partners. It sees clients. Loans aren't free. There are strings. There's surveillance. There's debt that will crush you if you can't pay. Just ask Sri Lanka. Ports, infrastructure, deals, they end up owning it all if you fall behind. Russia isn't in BRICS to build anything. They're there to survive sanctions and cling to relevance. They're not a friend. They're a lifeboat trying to stay afloat while the world watches. India? They're in it for energy, tech, and global clout. They'll walk away the second it stops serving their interests. So that leaves Brazil and South Africa. Two democracies trying to sit at a table with authoritarian heavyweights. And it's not working. Recently, China pushed for a BRICS currency to rival the dollar. Sounds revolutionary, right? Wrong. It's a trap. Trading independence for Chinese-made handcuffs. Meanwhile, the West isn't idle. Tariffs rise, trade deals get frozen, financial systems quietly restructure to exclude risky actors. And guess what? South Africa's on that list. This isn't about East versus West, it's about smart versus suicidal. The West invested in South Africa, yes, even with corruption and mismanagement. And the ANC? They're biting the hand that fed them. Let's talk consequences. Citizens suffer, jobs dry up, trade slows, bonds freeze, investors flee. Meanwhile, the ANC's foreign patrons, Iran and Hamas, keep funding them. As long as the money flows, the citizens' pain doesn't matter. And here's the kicker. This isn't just economic, it's moral. It's a slap in the face to decades of Western support. AGOA, USAID, trade deals, disaster relief, healthcare programs, all of it. And for what? Political survival? Influence from foreign actors who care nothing for the people? South Africa is playing a dangerous game. A game where the pawns are citizens and the elites chase foreign cash. If the ANC thinks this funding can replace decades of Western investment, history has a message. It can't. The hand they're biting now isn't just the one that fed them, it's the one that built bridges, opened markets, created opportunities. And if that hand lets go, South Africa will be left with a hollow economy, foreign patrons who don't care about its people, and citizens paying the price. So, before anyone calls this propaganda or fear-mongering, remember, these are facts. Aid, trade, partnerships, investments. It's real, measurable, and life-changing. And yes, the ANC's current direction is a slap in the face to everyone who made that possible. South Africa has a choice. Wake up and pivot, or keep chasing foreign funds while the economy collapses and citizens suffer. Because neutrality in this world isn't a virtue. And biting the hand that feeds you, well, that's a recipe for disaster. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.